24-year-old Matthew Carey is suing the boyfriend of his child's mother, 21-year-old Brian Taylor, for Matthew showed up at his house looking for a fight.
Mr. Carey, Mr. Taylor, according to your complaint, is the current boyfriend of your ex-girlfriend. And you and your ex-girlfriend have a child together, a little girl.
Yes, we do.
According to your complaint, you were at your ex-girlfriend's house in order to drop your daughter off, and Mr. Taylor lost his cool and damaged your car. Mr. Taylor says you had no business being there and denies causing any damage to your car. Is that right, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Taylor, how long have you been with Mr. Carey's former girlfriend?
About a year and a half.
You have a child together?
Yes, ma'am.
How old is the child?
5 months.
How many people live in your home?
Me, my fiance, our kids, and
How many kids?
2.
The daughter that she shares with Mr. Carey?
Yes,
and
ma'am.
your child?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you work?
No, I don't.
How do you support yourself?
They support me.
Who's they?
My fiance and her family.
Why?
Because she goes to school, and I watch the kids.
How old are you?
21.
In whose house do you live?
Her grandmother's.
Who else lives there?
Her grandmother and her brother.
How old is your fiancée?
21.
She didn't work either.
No, full-time student.
No wonder everyone wants to come to America. How old are you, sir?
24 years old.
You work?
Yes, I do.
Who do you work for?
Construction company.
How old is your daughter?
Almost 3.
Pay child support?
Yes.
How much?
$40 a week. And I take her 3 days, 4 days a week.
Who do you make the payments to?
Maria.
Directly?
Yep.
That's not true, Your Honor. It's not $40 a week. It's $40 a month if I'm lucky.
Don't worry about him. Worry about yourself. Get a job. Tell me about this incident when it happened, sir.
It was on 9/14. I've never been to Ariana's school before to pick her up. I had a day off of work, and I called Maria and told her that I wanted to come and get my daughter, meet the teachers for the first time. I went to go pick up my daughter.
And she said, okay.
Yeah. She met me at the school.
Stand up, please. You met Mr. Carey at the school?
Yes.
Okay, what's your last name?
Atherini's.
And what happened?
I picked her up about 30 to 40 minutes later. My boss had called me from work, asked me if I could come in on an emergency call. So I called Maria up and said that if I could drop her off.
What does she go to, daycare?
It's like a pre-K.
Well, if she's 3 years old, she doesn't go to pre-kindergarten.
It's like a Head Start
It's Head Start.
program.
How many days a week does she go?
4.
So why doesn't he work? He just
Because
told me he stays home to watch the kids.
Well, he watches his own son. We have a son.
Why doesn't he work at night?
It's my family time, ma'am.
You can have family time as long as you're employed.
It's hard when she goes to school all day and I would work all night. That would be hard to have family time.
Whatever. Just have thought of that before you made a baby. Sure. Having your family time.
Sure.
What people do when they have babies is they get a job and they support them. I don't support them. He doesn't support them. The state doesn't support them. And I'm absolutely positive if I looked in your bank account, I'd find out that somebody else was supporting your child other than the grandmother. Would that be a fair statement, sir?
No, ma'am.
No? Guarantee it. Head Start is a program that we pay for. Not you, because you don't work. Okay. So you called her and told her you were coming over. So far, is that correct?
Yes.
How long did it take you to get there?
I told her, give me about 20 minutes. I'll call you when I'm on my way. So I called after the 20 minutes. He answered the phone the second time, and he said, no, she's not here. Don't the F word, call here again. So, it's not the first time that he did something like that. So what I did is I drove around the block, seen that her car was there, pulled up in the driveway and beeped the horn. And she came outside. She went to my car passenger back door, grabbed my daughter. And he came out the door and just came to my window and just started doing a number on my vehicle. What
kind of a number was he doing on your vehicle?
At first, he punched the window, and then he just started kicking the door, trying to get me to come out my vehicle to fight him.
No, that's not true.
That's a lie.
What did you go outside for, Mr. Taylor?
Because he called me, threatening me that he wanted to fight with me. So what happened was he came to the house. I came outside. I noticed he had hammers.
Why did you go? Just a second. What did you go outside for?
Because he came to my house. He had just called me.
Just a second. What did you go outside for?
Because he showed up at my house.
Call the police. If somebody called my house and said, I'm coming over to your house to beat you up, you call the police and you say, some nut who used to go with my fiancé is coming to the house with a 3-year-old child and he wants to beat me up. You don't go outside because it's clear to me he came with her daughter and his daughter. She came out and she got the child.
His intentions weren't just to drop off the child, though. They were to fight.
That's not
Just
true,
a second. Aren't you getting what I'm saying to you? You got your daughter. He goes into your house. He closes the door, goes over to the phone, and he calls the police. And he says, some nut is in my driveway, and he wants to fight with me. He doesn't go outside to the car. You get it?
Yes.
I mean, we're not talking about some prehistoric theory here. We're talking about how civilized human beings behave, not people who have too much time on their hands. I see pictures of the car, please.
Yeah, I have pictures, and I also have witnesses and estimates.
Who are the witnesses? Are the witnesses relatives, friends?
They're neighbors across the street from them.
Yes.
I'd like to hear them, please. Tell me your name.
Antoinette Degner?
Degner. And you, sir?
I'm Don Degner.
You live across the street from them?
Yes.
Yes.
My sympathies. You want to tell me what you observed on September 14th?
We were in our house, and we had the door open. It was a nice day. And I heard somebody outside ranting and raving, you know, get the F out of the car and all kinds of bad language. So I stood up and looked out the window, and I seen this gentleman over here, and he just started punching and kicking the car. And Matthew went to pull back out of the driveway, and he gave the car another kick. And I don't know any of these kids. So I ain't like biased, you know, against any of them. I don't know any of them.
And the baby was outside.
The baby was outside.
Yes, the baby was like 4 feet from his truck.
Who was holding the baby?
Nobody. The baby
Maria
was
was
standing
trying
there
to
first.
calm it down, and Mr. Taylor grabbed the baby and put the baby up on the porch, and Maria brought the baby inside.
Thank you very much. You may be seated.
Nobody said nothing about the hammer that he tried getting out of the vehicle with.
He never got out of the vehicle.
Just a second.
I didn't let him.
Listen to me. He damaged his car. You have to find something more constructive to do with your time than sitting around the house doing nothing. Find a daycare for your son and go get a job. You made him. You support him. She doesn't work. Gives you enough stipends, whether it be from Head Start or WIC or whatever else it is, so that you don't have to do anything but sit home in her grandmother's house and be supported by other people. That's not the real world, sir. The real world is if you're old enough to make a baby, you're old enough to support it. How much did it cost you to fix your car?
$1,300, and I have proof that I had to take off of work for the window.
How was the window broken? Now the window's
oh,
broken.
be quiet.
We'll go up and down. The window. How was the window damaged?
There are ways to express your affection for someone, madam, other than, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Ham, this used to be your boyfriend.
That's right.
And you have 2 children together.
That's correct.
Your last child with him was born in 2004.
That's right.
It is your claim that he took your car without permission on the day that your last child was born, and he wrecked it.
That's right.
You want him to pay for the damage to the car because your father co-signed for the car. You're still paying off the car. The car was totaled. Is that correct?
Right. That's correct.
And the insurance company disclaimed because he did not have a driver's license.
That's right.
And Mr. Barrett says that you have to really take that up with your insurance company.
Yes.
Insurance company should not have disclaimed. But there are some facts that are sort of interesting. You say he took your car without your permission.
That's right.
I'm not sure I believe that. Not that that's necessarily dispositive of what happens here today, but I like the truth right from the beginning.
Okay.
The 2 of you were living together.
On and off, yes.
You were living together. You had 2 children together. You were living together.
At that time, yes.
All right. And at the time that you went to the hospital, who drove you to the hospital?
Mac.
There we go. So he had your permission to drive your car.
To the hospital.
He had your permission to drive your car.
At that point.
Now, Miss Ham, the day before, he went to work. Is that right?
Yes.
And how did he get to work?
His vehicle, or the vehicle he drove, which was a 95 Escort.
Didn't take your car.
No.
Never took your car.
No.
Is that right, sir?
No.
Of course it's not.
It is correct.
No.
The only 2 times he drove it was when I was in the vehicle with him. He's never taken it ever by himself prior to that day. Ever.
Is that right, Mr. Barrett?
No.
Of course not. When you share a bed together, you share 2 children together, I don't believe, as I said, it's not necessarily dispositive, but I don't like fibbers.
Oh, I'm not fibbing.
I don't like fibbers. But even so, you gave him permission, you gave him the keys to take you to the hospital that day, and he drove your car. Later on, Mr. Barrett decided to take the car out again. Is that right, sir?
Yes.
How did you expect the car to get from the hospital back home?
Well, my dad arranged to watch our children because he was going to stay in the hospital the entire time and drive me home, me and the baby.
You mean he was going to stay there overnight?
Right, the entire time.
Wasn't going to go out to eat?
He wasn't going to go to work.
He wasn't going to go to work, wasn't going to go to eat,
No.
wasn't going to, so believe that.
Well, I'm sorry. That's the point. He left me there without a car seat for my child.
Listen to me. The only problem that I have with your testimony, Miss Ham, is that I don't like when you start out not telling me the truth. And the truth is, he took the car to the hospital. He drove you to the hospital. He had your permission to take the car. He had the keys to the car with your permission, and then he took the car out again. What happened after that is his fault. But don't start out telling a judge not the whole truth, because then we begin to hold suspect everything that you say. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. I understand that you want your money. Lying is not the way to get it.
I don't feel that I'm lying.
Well, you are. Because he had permission to drive your car, and your complaint said he had no permission. He had your permission to drive the car, and it wasn't limited to just taking you to the hospital, because when you're in labor going to the hospital, you didn't say to him, you only have permission to drive me to the hospital and drop me off there. You may not take the car out again for any other, because that doesn't work. Not when you're going to deliver a baby.
He's lying when he says he's drove my van. He never has.
I don't believe that.
He had a 95 Escort that he drove.
I don't believe it. I don't believe that during the time you had the car, he didn't need the car once in a while when his car wasn't working, when his car was in repair. He drove your car, he drove you and your child in the car out for other things. When was your license suspended, sir?
8 days prior.
What was it suspended for?
A previous accident that someone had sued me, and I didn't realize that, you know, if you didn't pay a debt that was involved in an accident, it was like $500 that they could take your license in our state.
And how were you notified that they took your license?
By mail.
Who opened the mail?
I believe I did.
Did you tell Miss Ham?
Judge Judy.
आज फुल एंजॉय कर रहे हैं। आज हम लेके आए हैं 20 रुपए। ओए किया तेनू तेरा दाल पैगी दाल लेके आए हैं। आज हम लेके आए हैं 20 रुपए की दाल। तो ओ क्या चुप कर जा, तेने पता भी लोग बन रहा। आज हम लेके आए हैं 20 रुपए की दाल। समीर भाई हुए हैं आज कब तो बाहर ते ਅਸੀਂ ਚੱਲੇ ਆਂ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਬਣਾਉਣ। ਓਏ ਚੰਨ ਬਣ ਤੇਰੇ ਮੈਂ ਲਿਆ 20 ਰੁਪਏ ਦਾ ਕਾਗਜ਼ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਆਇਆ ਹਾਂ। ਆ ਖੁੱਲੀ ਆ ਤੂੰ ਵੀ ਲੈ ਖੁੱਲੀ ਖਾ। ਆ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਰੱਬ ਦੀ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਬੜੀ ਗਨੀਮਤ ਆ। ਕਿਵੇਂ ਖਾ ਓ ਮੂੰਗਫਲੀ ਸੁਣੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਉਹ ਵਾਲੀ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਯਾਰ। अरे क्यों करे
देख रहे हो बाल कटवा दिए
लोग पानी में आ रहे थे। अरे जी वाच टाइम पूरा करना सी मार रहे हैं चबला। क्या देखो समीर भाई ने बाल कटाते ने कहता मैंने छाड़ गया कुड़ी ते मैं कटाते ने बाल हम दोबारा को नहीं रखने बड़े।
बाकी आई नहीं गल।
हाँ फिर इन्हें की वीडियो भी पोस्ट की थी उस लिखा सी इफ आई लूज हर आई कट माई हेयर। स्पैलिंग इनू आंदे कोई नहीं ते लिखाया पता नहीं किदे कोलों तिन्ने मेरे को लिखाया सी। तो हुण लैके आए सी रोना आ नहीं रहा वीडियो दे विच ते हुण इत्थों पानी भरन आई सी छापर दे विच पापड़ दे विच पानी भर के लैके चले। मेरा मुंह वड्डा ते नहीं आ रहा।
शमीर दे वाल धोने इहदे नाल है शमीर
ਉਹਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਕਟਾਤੇ ਹੁਣ
ਵਾਲ ਧੋਣੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ। ਮੈਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਵਰਗਾ ਵਾਂ। ਉਹ ਨਹਾਉਂਦਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਤੂੰ ਤੇ। ਕਾਹਦੇ ਧੋਣੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਵਾਲ ਹੈ ਨਹਾਉਂਦਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੂੰ।